Greetings, this is Paul the Poke from paulthepoke.com. Today's topic, Tisha B Av, 5776. So what is this? Some people will ask. Well, to the Jew, this is a date, the 9th of Av. Av is a Hebrew month. It's the 11th month of the civil calendar, or the 5th month of the religious calendar. And it usually occurs during July or August in our Gregorian calendar. And this year, the 9th of Av, begins at sunset on Saturday, August 13, 2016. Now this month is not named in the Bible. But it's the 9th of Av is a day of mourning in Israel. And tragedies have come about on the 9th of Av because of the account in Numbers 13 and 14. And this event occurred immediately after God had delivered the Israeli people out of bondage from Egypt. And the cliff notes of the story, the Lord told Moses to send a group of spies to go scout out the promised land. The spies came back and proclaimed there's no way they could take the land because the inhabitants of the land were too big and too strong. They were giants. And the people rebelled against Moses. They stated they would rather go back to Egypt. Except for two guys, that would be Caleb and Joshua. They believed God gave them the promised lands, and they said, let's go take it. Now we know this, we have a time marker from the story from Numbers 13:20, that the event occurred during the grape harvest. So we know it happened in the late summer. And the event is said to have happened on the 9th of Av, which that would be consistent with time. God pronounced judgment on the nation at that time because of a lack of faith. They didn't believe God's promise. And so here's just a brief list of some of the things that have happened on the 9th of Av. All these things have happened on this date in the history of Israel. 586 BC, the first temple was destroyed. 70 AD, the second temple was destroyed. 135 AD, Beitar fell, and it was a fortress. It was the last fortress to hold out against the Romans during the Bar Kokhba revolt. 1 year later, in 136 AD, the temple area, the Temple Mount, was just raised and plowed. 1290 AD, Jews were expelled from England. 1492, King Ferdinand of Spain issued an expulsion decree, setting Tisha B Av as the final date by which not one single Jew would be allowed to walk on Spanish soil. 1914, World War I began with the downward slide toward Holocaust on Tisha B Av. And as recently as 2005, Israel turns over the Gaza Strip. So it's not been a pleasant day in Israel's history. And we'll just see what happens. Started on sunset, August 13th. If you're interested in this topic, please feel free to check out paulthepoke.com, keyword Tisha B Av, or 9th of Av. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.